The next time you go over the speed limit, you may want to think about how it could affect your bank account.
Yeah, tonight our 8 News Now investigators exploring how right now drivers have to pay first and then fight later.
8 News Now investigator David Charnes with the unintended consequence that lawmakers are not working to fix.
Right, and they're doing it because of drivers like the one you're about to meet. She emailed us saying the traffic ticket system is seemingly just set up to collect money, her money, because you have to pay up before you even put up a fight.
How you doing?
That quick greeting from a school police traffic cop ended up giving Kim Ferguson a not so pleasant feeling.
I said, oh my gosh, I've never had a ticket before. I don't know what to do.
But that streak ended here near Silverado Ranch when the officer cited her for speeding as she was driving out of this school zone.
The reason I'm stopping you, it's a 15-mile-an-hour school zone right now in Spencer. You're doing a 31 coming through it.
He'd knocked that 31 down to 20, leaving Ferguson not with the $200 or so ticket she expected.
We looked on the thing and I told my husband, oh my God, it's $417.
$417 a state law requires her to pay, whether she wants to fight it or not.
You're going to have to contact the court to pay the fine. If you want to go to court to contest it, all the court information's right here.
When you're retired, that's a lot of money. Now, maybe to some people that's not, but to us it is.
Kim and her husband, Tom, paid the money.
It's a revenue generator.
No point, they say, in taking time to go to the courthouse, pay a lawyer even more money to fight it.
The punishment doesn't match the crime. If you were doing 50 miles an hour through a school zone, I would understand that. But 20? It doesn't make sense to me.
It didn't make sense to lawmakers either. And in 2021, they made traffic tickets a civil penalty, not a criminal one. That means there's no threat of jail time. And if you miss your court date, it doesn't really matter because the courts probably already have your money. The way the law is interpreted now, the court shall require the person to post a bond equal to the amount of the full payment of the monetary penalty, means you have to pay up in full, no matter what.
I think the bigger issue, especially amongst my colleagues here at the legislature, is just the unfairness in having to pay the fine first and then be seen by a judge.
Democratic State Senator Melanie Scheibel is working to change that.
For many Nevadans, especially those with limited financial means, this upfront payment creates a financial barrier to their right to a hearing.
Her proposal would change that bond. In Ferguson's case, that $417, and make it drastically lower.
We have to continue to develop legislation that still allows for enforcement agencies to hold people accountable when they violate traffic laws.
I never really make a left.
Now, $417.
And he wanted to pay it online. It's like $20 extra.
Plus, what you may call an inconvenience fee.
I thought I was going like 20, if that.
The Fergusons are slowing down and hoping the law changes so this doesn't happen again.
I just go a lot slower now. Because there's no more tickets.
And also get this, we discovered a potential error on that ticket. The officer wrote that her insurance had actually lapsed, but the Fergusons told us that that is impossible, that they always keep up with it. Now, we checked with the DMV and they said, yeah, it appears there was actually no lapse in their coverage, but we will never know if a judge would have thrown that ticket out altogether because they ended up paying it and they didn't go to court. I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
Well, David, this proposal also makes it so all traffic infractions, whether it's speeding, maybe a broken taillight, would be actually handled together.
Now, it passed the state Senate unanimously. It's now moving forward in the Assembly.